Hello, everybody. I look on this device extremely pixelated, which means the internet is not what it must be for streaming, for live streaming. Anyway, let me just see how far we get today. And let me say hello to everyone that is here. I'm so glad you're here. And I will try and sit as still as possible, because I see if I sit very still, then the image sort of clears up. Okay, before we start, let's give the Square Squad, who are the members of this channel, a shout out. Thank you so much for their love and support. And then let's see if we can go over to Facebook today.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is very pixelated. But okay, so maybe concentrate more on what you hear than on what you see. Okay, let's see. See, that's very clear. At least your name is clear. She says, Goeiemorgen Ursula, ek het uiteindelik daarin geslaag om jou lewendig te vang. She managed to catch us live. And welcome, Catherine. Welcome back. Good morning and happy Monday to all. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. My birthday this Wednesday. Ooh, happy birthday for Wednesday. My second device, my son had, and apparently the thing is totally flat. Hey, hello, Susanna, all the way from down under. Hello, dear Ursula, and hello, all in that chat. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Oh, I see you've got a new avatar. You see, if I sit still, can you guys see that if I sit still, it sort of looks like I'm less pixelated? Okay, there you go. She said, everybody's saying happy birthday. Hello, Amanda. How are you doing? So I've got a temporary router. Not temporary, but I think it's I need fiber to the home, fiber lines, so that it is a good live stream. I don't think what I have now is sufficient. It's sufficient to provide the entire house with internet, and you can stream whatever you want without interruption. But if you want to live stream, it comes out very pixelated. I will try really not to move. At least I'm a human. I can move my eyes. If I was a cat, I'd have a problem, eh? Hello, Kelly. She made early birthday. No worries. I'm going to try and catch up quickly. Everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. How is everybody this week? I hope you all are doing well. I tell you what, the last 8 days have been incredibly stressful. You do not realize how much you depend on internet until you don't have it. I realize now that all the televisions in this house rely on internet, which means no internet, no television. All the devices, iPad, phone, is on the Wi-Fi. All is on the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, apparently the ants ate the cables, and the cables are very brittle and need a reinstallation. So, that can only, and you have to schedule it and wait for it. So, yes, how's your day going? She's asking. Hey, you've got a new avatar. I love that avatar. Kelly, love it. Doing well. Hope everyone is also. That's good stuff. Anyway, so, and then I realized the pattern that I'm doing. I filmed, I'm trying to sit still while I can't show you anything anyway, but I'd filmed the start, you know, up to row 4, and then you stop filming, and then you go away from that and you film the rest. No, and then you crochet the rest, and then you film the last row. But then I realized I could not use that first bit. So it was a do-over. And you can imagine how the morale plummeted with that discovery. So, and then, yeah. Just it was a bear with me. Lord have mercy week. Hello, Vera. Vera is in George, and we are melting, guys. We are melting. Hello, Mary King. How are you doing, my sweetheart? She's saying hello to everybody. Looking at Facebook, I see some great Sunday shares. We are going to go over to Facebook because I think it will be okay when I hope it's okay when I share the Facebook. Let's just see, you know. Everybody's saying hello. Hello, Hannah Sidiris, all the way from Austria. And Michelle, look at your blanket. Is it up and running? Your crochet along. Let me remove the tassels. The tassels is part of my tutorial. So put it to one side because now we're doing live streaming. So for those of you watching, I do apologize for the pixelated image. I will try and sit as still as I can so that the image will improve. Yes. Hello, Suzanne. How are you doing? Hello, Ivy B Creates. How are you doing, my sweetheart? So good to see you. Kaya Michelle, peaceful new day, everyone. And to you, sweetie, what's in your cup? What's on your hook? I am trying to rush and finish up my, I think I'm going to call it Simplicity because it's a basic triangular shawl meant for beginners. If you're a beginner, you want to do a triangular shawl with tassels. So it's a plain lace triangular shawl with 3 tassels on each corner of the triangle. Or if you are advanced, intermediate, advanced, and you're in a hurry and you want to do something quickly, this is very simple. So you can do this while, I literally do it while watching a movie because there's hardly thinking involved. Hello, Jessie babes. Jessica was still here when the internet left the building. Well, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? We're going to give a song now to Mary King and to Michelle. Hello, hello. Thank you, Mary. There you go. And if you see Nightbot dropping links like this, please go and connect with them. If you haven't yet, you know, make friends. It's pixelated, but it's still great to see you. I try and sit as still as I can because then at least, yeah. Let's look. Let's see. This is a radio show from the 1980s, and the best they could do with image. Hey, hello, Scandalous Creations, Sandra. No, it's adorable. Can't believe I'm up. Yay, Jane. I'm telling you, this is. Oh, seeing you pixelated is better than not seeing you at all. For me, it's better to hang out with you guys than not having to hang out with you. Oh, but I do look forward to having the fiber restored. Rocking Amma Creations. Hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing? Passion for Yarn. Elaine. Good morning, Ashan, everyone. There she says, we live on the Wi-Fi too. It is amazing. Well, actually shocking. Because I said if we go back, if this household goes back to no Wi-Fi, it will be for us like going back to 2015. Because we did not have Wi-Fi in this house before 2015. We relied on buying a little bit of bulk data a month, and you only had so much usage. And then after that, that's it. You only connected when you wanted to download your emails and stuff like that. Have a blessed Earth Day, says Kaya. Good for you. Thank you, my sweetheart. Sorry I'm late. Good morning, evening, afternoon, Ursula, and everyone in the chat. Kaylin, my apologies for the pixelated image. You probably heard me say that. Doing pretty okay, thank you. There you go. Hello, cool gamer. I've seen you come for the last how many times when I go live you are here. If you want to share yourself out, if you have a channel, you can just type OMGrannySquare, one word, which is the channel name. And Nightbot will actually drop your link so people can come on and check you out, you know. Let's see. The weather in Lakeland where Amanda is. What is that? 8 Celsius. Oh, that's cold. My goodness. Hello, Marshallie. By the way, Marshallie, my new shawl, you will absolutely be able to do. You will absolutely be able to do my new shawl that I'm, this basic lace triangular shawl. Marshallie, girl, you'll be able to do it. Hey, everybody, what's up? I could use some watch hours and some new family members. Still trying to get to my 1K. Hey, thank you, my sweetheart. So if you're not connected, go on over to Marshallie. 7:27. 17 degrees feels like 7. Hey, the other day they had it here by us. That was a joke. They gave the temperature, but they say it felt like 10 degrees Celsius warmer. Really? 10 degrees Celsius warmer? Like in 10. Roberta, my sweetheart, how are you doing? So good to see you. Nice cup of coffee, and I'm working on your granny square t-shirt. Go! Enjoy, my sweetheart. It's too hot today here. We have been between the load shedding and it was 37 Celsius and it felt hotter. It was a 3 times a day shower kind of day without aircon and without a swimming pool. That's what you do. Or you just put a bath of water in and you lie in that lukewarm water that then becomes cold until your body temperature has dropped sufficiently. Kaya, you can't wait. It's going to be really simple. Really simple. Let's see. What is the weather for New Jersey? Sunny conditions. -8. Oh, that's cold. And hello, Mary King. Let me see. Hello. I'm busy today, but wanted to come say hello. I'll catch you later, says Michelle. Now, Michelle, Mosaics and More, she is the one doing this 4 seasons mosaic crochet blanket. Crochet along. So just if you're interested in that, go and check her out. There you go. Everybody said hello. A nice cup of coffee, and I'm working on the t-shirt pattern. Oh yes. Hello, Rita. I'm trying to sit very still, Rita, to keep the image good. Good morning and good day, everyone, says Mishy's Crochet Nook. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I've been so out of it without internet. I can't tell you. I'm sitting here in Norway having a bad pain day, so I keep falling asleep. Oh, my sweetheart, that is how it is. In the cold and the pain, the cold does not help the pain. We put you on our prayer list, my sweetheart. Prayers for my sweet Rita. Let me just grab my thingy here. Rita. Ay, that is not nice. I had to take some pain meds this morning. So, you know, for the monthly. Happy New Year, beautiful Ocean, everyone in the chat. Happy New Year to you, Angie. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. She's saying good morning, Mishy. I'm so glad that the worst of the cold has passed. Yes, well, for us in February will be the hottest month. Trudy, are you surviving in this heat? Trudy's saying hi to everyone in the chat. She's saying hello. Trudy, the image is not the best, but it's okay for now. At least I can go live. That's better than not being able to go live. It feels just terrible not being able to do a live stream. But you see, if I really try and sit very still, I can actually, the image clears up. And I must tell you, the router is actually plugged right into, by cable, into this laptop. I'm in my recliner, can't lie flat because of this annoying cough. Oh, yes, I know about that. I know about having to sit and sleep upright and that. Oh, hope you. Oh, you haven't slept a wink. I hope it becomes better. Mishi, I'm going to put you on my prayer list, my sweetheart. Just give it to the Lord in prayer. There you go. Marshall Lee, I think you did it right. OMGrannySquare. And wow, look at all these. You guys are in the cold. Norfolk, -6. Hallelujah, that's very cold. Livingston, 8 Celsius, which is cold for us in South Africa. Cape Town. Let me just speak on behalf of Cape Town, where I stay. -1 in Fort Gibson. Oh, my goodness. That is very cold. Sandra, Mishi, maybe stay home and rest up. Yes, it sounds like she is going to stay home. Libelle, all the way from the UK, if I'm right. Yes, the man-made climate change makes it possible for a temperature to feel 10 degrees hotter or colder. Apparently, the recent earthquakes are also the result of climate change. You know what? I get my news from the Wi-Fi, from internet. So I have missed out on a lot of news for the last 8 days. It feels like I don't know what's going on in the world. So it's not a good feeling. I like to know what's going on. Then we know what to pray for. There you go. That's how you do it. Just like Amanda did it there. Well done, you sweetheart. She types OMGrannySquare and Nightbot goes and does the honors of collecting her link so that you, if you want to check her out, connect to her. Good morning, everyone, says Nana Betty. How are you doing, Nana Betty? And there is my Michelle. Good morning, all. Hello from an ice and sleet storm today in the Midwest. Oh, Michelle, my sweetheart. Can't wait to try it. I can do all your shawls. I just need to stop procrastinating. Oh, yes. Well, this one is the easiest yet. Jackie, is it Delucia? Delucia, is it S-I-O? S-I-O? My glasses is not what it should be. Just say Jackie. Hello, Jackie. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Have a peaceful day, and I hope you also have a peaceful day. That's very important. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I so appreciate it if you do. And there, let's see about this. We are all just pleased to be able to hang out together with this live. I'm so happy just to be here with you guys. I mean, yes, I can't say enough. Forgive the poor image. I nearly passed out Friday from the heat. It was 41 in my flat, or if you say in America, apartment. But yes, truly, it was terribly hot. Oh, Friday was just terrible. We're going to have warmer weather this week in Louisiana, 70s, but lots of rain. Now, what is 41? Is 41 times 2 is 82 plus 30. 113 is what it was in Trudy's flat. 113. If my math is right. 80 plus 30 is 110. Plus 3 is 113. Like terrible. I better not wave too much. I'm trying to sit very still, Margaret, because my temporary solution for internet is a little bit pixelated. We hope to be up with fiber soon. Good day, Ashan, all in the chat. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Only 30 away from the next milestone. I am so happy. I tell you, I'm really grateful. I just thank the Lord. I say, Lord, this is your doing. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. Rita, that is such a kind heart. She has dropped Marsha's link. Thank you, my sweetheart. You're looking out for someone else. That is so kind of you. Hubby wants me to stay home, and it looks like the roads are all iced over. So the roads and the weather are agreeing with hubby. I would want to stay home too if the weather is like that. Nothing has changed in the world unless it's a war. It's climate change. Libelle, oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Oh, Catherine saying good morning. Nanny Betty, what's the weather like in Eastridge, where Rosie is? -8. Oh, that's very cold. It's not magic. Donna has a new avatar. So many of you have changed your avatars since I last saw you. Oh my goodness. Haven't crafted for what feels like months. And I tell you what, in these days, the heat is so terrible that I cannot touch anything, but I'm so glad I finished this blanket, the 4 Seasons blanket, because I cannot touch anything unless it's lace, cotton lace, because it is too much. It is way too hot and sweaty. Nothing much new, Ursula. We had a lot of snow here in southern Norway. Today, a lot of schools, kindergartens, gardens are closed due to icy roads, heavy snow on the roof. Ooh, heavy snow on the roof. Might be a little bit afraid there. Some roofs have collapsed, but luckily no kids was at school yet. Oh, thank you, Lord, that no one was harmed. Hello, Chrissy. Good morning, all. And the host too. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Let's see. Here she goes. Just give me a minute, or switch it to my big TV. I like watching YouTube on TV. The only thing is I can't leave comments and likes like I want to. Sunny here in the UK, but cold, says Nana Betty. Oh, okay. Here it is, sunny and baking hot. Not Donna. Ah! Okay, so, you see, it's not magic. I've had a reset. Reboot. A reboot to the wrong setting. It's not magic. It's Roberta. So Donna's channel is close to that. What is Donna's channel? I must try and remember what Donna's channel is. Donna is, if you are, It's not magic. Donna is close. Donna's name is close, which is why it's not the end, or not the end. Not the end. Is it not the end? It's Donna. Not the end, and it's not magic. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to just laugh out loud there because that's hilarious. My apologies, Roberta. I tried to work with gloves on while the power was out. I learned that it does not work for me, says Katrine. Whoopsie. Lebel says we are having a storm in the UK called Storm Isha. Was very noisy last night with gusts of up to 100 kilometers per hour where I live. Rearranged the garden a little. Hoo-hoo! Talk about gusts. I tell you what, we had gusts yesterday here and still today. A lot. The wind is blowing. And my husband was sitting in the lounge and he just heard a tree fall because a gust came through and we were all grabbing for closing windows where we could because it was terrible. And he says he was in the lounge and he just heard that sound when a tree goes down. A crackle, pop, crackle, kaboom. Whoosh. So there we go. It's not magic. Hey, my sweetheart, at least we had a good laugh. At least I had a good laugh. There you go. Hello, Joanne. Afternoon, Ashan, all in the chat. I had to check my ID just in case. Oh, you're so funny. You get it? Listen, I've seen those wireless keyboards. That does help. That works. Hello, my DIY creations. Can you see me? Can you see me, Jeanette? I am on temporary internet out in the cold. I tell you, when my fiber is restored, what a beautiful day that will be. She says, hello, Ashlan. Everyone in the chat, I'm late. No worries about being late. I'm here, but I'm doing a Jeanette. I have to sit very still for the image to just get to a point where it's okay, because it's still not what it should be, but it's okay. Let's see. Jackie, Yepes, good morning, Ocean, everyone. How are you doing, Jackie? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for everyone who hits a thumbs up. Thank you for everyone who watches the replay. I so appreciate it. And yes, how many times will I apologize today about the poor image? But we're just gonna hang in there. We're gonna act as if it's a 1980s radio show and you're listening more than you're looking, because you're all very busy crocheting and you're looking down. Yes, I was worried about the huge, what is that, Leylandy in our neighborhood's garden. We always sleep downstairs and during storms. It's like camping, but much more comfortable. So like glamping. Hello. You just started out. You just shared me out. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Asha, when your internet is back, you'll be in super high definition. I tell you, I'll be crystal clear. Crystal clear. Not sure if that's a good thing. I think these pixels are actually doing me a favor. Oh, radio. Let's just see. There we go. Even it looks like it even wants to freeze up here and there. Hey, man, no freezing up. I just was thinking I'd take your summer over our weather. But 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3 seems a bit. Yes, 123 seems a bit warm. Listen, Roberta, I don't like winter and I don't like summer. Winter's too cold and summer is just too hot. I love spring and I love fall. Good morning, everyone. We're going to go over to Facebook just now. Let's see what it does when it goes over to Facebook. Maybe it just it cooperates. Maybe it cooperates. Let's be positive. Even if I'm positive, it might not work. I'm trying to be positive. Hello, Jeanette. Layla, I'm butchering that name because I've never heard it. Leilandi is an evergreen tree or bush that grows around 3 feet per year. 3 feet per year. That's a lot. Matured, they can be 30 meters or taller. And this one is huge. Ooh, 30 meters is big. We are freezing here in Chicago, but I know you are a hot mama. Listen, if most of the time, if you see me with this shawl on, you must know that this shawl has been dunked in the water and it's draped over me as to keep me cool, because it's like having an aircon on me because it is super hot. So to drape this cold thing over you is like instant cooling down, you know. Okay, so let's go. Okay, now I don't have a second device that is now working. Why? Courtesy of this naughty son of mine. No, he's not naughty. He just, I don't know, he wasn't, I haven't been live in a while, so I don't think he was thinking, Mama might need that phone. Yep, I don't mind you pixelated. I'm working on this top, not very talkative today. I want to get this top done. Love out loud. Hey, go Amanda, go. No, don't worry. We'll be doing a radio show today. It's a talk show today, more than a watch and show. Exactly, Janetta. Next week here in North Carolina, by the end of the week, 80s. Woo! 80s. 80s is hot. Thank you again. There we go. I've put that on Nightbot, but thank you again to everybody who watches a video and leaves a beautiful comment. I love all your beautiful comments. I appreciate it because I know, not because of anything else, but just because of maybe ignorance or not being aware. There are many people who don't leave comments. I mean, my mom is one of them. It's just not her thing. Maybe it's a generational thing. But my husband also is one that doesn't, on average, leave comments. So he is now in the habit of actually leaving a thumbs up at least. At the very least, I say, if you enjoyed the content provided, at least leave a thumbs up. The one good thing about our winter weather is that I've enjoyed the fireplace. Very cozy. Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. I lurk a lot too. My mom too. And there's many of you lurking out there. I'm so glad that you are here. You are watching. You don't have to chat. Now and then you can maybe just say, hello, lurking here. And then it says, you know, we'd like to know that you are there. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. As long as you're enjoying yourself, sitting there with your crochet whip, or your knitting project, whatever you're busy with, and you are enjoying yourself. Hanging out with us, you're not alone. That's the thing. Isolation is really an epidemic. I have one more sleeve to do on a sweater for myself, says LaBelle. Super thick and cozy with front posts in every second row. Better start the second sleeve. Before I forget how I did the decreases so neatly. Ooh, that's why I often did sleeves the same time because of that. No, my darling, I do not have. I mean, there are people, my brother in the house where he is now, he's got air conditioner. Hello, Sheila. How are you doing, my sweetheart? She says hello to all, lurking and working. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, and let me, before we forget, just say welcome to those 2 ladies that joined us as new members. Thank you, thank you. Before I forget, you see, I nearly forgot. Rather late than never. I thought, hello, nice. Nice to you are there was marital advice. So I said it to my husband and he looked at me like a bus, only not that fast. What? What are you saying? Hello, nice to you. Was marital advice. So I said, oh my goodness, just not that fast. Hello, hello. Okay, so now let's see if we can go over to Facebook. What can we do? Okay, but let me see. You see, if I put another, I want to put this. I want to activate. Not activate. Let me just take this second device. See if I can just get it on. If I can get it on. Okay, there we go. There we go. See how the wind is blowing my hair, because what I've got is I've got a little window up there open, because I dare not open this window because it is terribly. You see, come on, because it's the gusts are incredible. Okay, let me get my second device up and running, and then I'd like to go over to Facebook. Working on a huge cabled blanket. Just used over 200 grams of Aran wool on one repeat. Going to be a long haul, but at least it will keep me cozy in this Scottish weather. Oh, my sweetheart, make it your project for 2024 going forward. Plus, 2024 plus. That will be a masterpiece when it's done. I think. That's fantastic. I would love to, at some point, knit a cabled throw. Joanne, that will weigh a ton when it's finished. Oh, yes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to make mine too big, but I would like to make it. Okay, let's see if I can get my second device going. Going. So I tell you guys, now you know that I have a son that's 22 that has autism. Now, he did not understand that there is no Wi-Fi. Now, you can imagine, by day 5, I got this temporary solution. Because every 20 minutes, he's asking me, Mama, Wi-Fi on. Wi-Fi on. And I'm explaining it's broken. Which means he understands if something's broken. It's broken. We're waiting for them to fix it. Then the next day he gets up. And then he's like, okay, the Wi-Fi on. Like today. Certainly today. I'm like, I don't know when. It takes at least, they don't give me a date. It's you need to book, and it's 7 to 14 days. And I thought, 7 to 14 days? Are you insane? In a few days, newsflash, Scottish lady crushed by her homemade crochet blanket. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I've got the second one up and running. Not sure if it's made it worse. Okay, I like a cable throw too, but in chunky wool. Yes, if you knit it, yes. Well, yes, I'd like it on the one hand. On the other hand, I just like a cable throw. If it's too chunky, it might be too heavy for the sun. Wi-Fi broke. I tell you what, Sandra, I was in tears at least twice last week. So, and it takes a lot to, but it was a bit much. It was just, I think, everything happening in 1 week. It was just a bit much, more than I could handle. So that's why by the time I put my message on the, you know, when you spend hours on the phone with people and it feels like they're not understanding what you're saying, you feel like you're talking to a wall. And I mean, you've already had your share of words for the day. You're out of words, man. People, I've only got so many words for the day and I've used them all up. Please do not, expect more. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Big hugs, Ursha, says Joanne. So I tell you what, you won't think it's like that, hey? But computers, internet, the stress with that can really, I don't know, it looks like it can conspire to wipe you out. Hello, Lisa, Knits and Vlogs all the way from down under. How you doing, my sweetheart? Pixelated at the moment because I'm very small, which is a good thing. There you go. Sunday share by Kaylin, who is a top contributor. She says, yeah, my niece loves her cardigan and it fits her perfectly. I used the blooming cardi pattern by Love Crochet as a baseline and used the lemon peel stitch and crocheted in the round up to the armholes and made it a raglan. Ooh, alrighty. So did you start at the bottom and then up? That is a good idea. I'm good, thank you, says Lisa. Hello, Jeanette, she says. Jeanette saying hi to Sheila and Lisa and everyone I missed. If you don't know DIY Creations, please go and check her out. There you go. Oh, I'm on Top Chat. Oh, Top Chat. I want to be on all live chat. See, that's another thing. Put a post-it sticky note on your forehead. Wi-Fi broke. You know what I do is I say to my son, what did Mama say? And then he says, Mama say, it's broken. They must fix it. And then he walks away. Until 20 minutes later. Look at that. Well done, Kaylin. Look at that beautiful rib that you put in there. That was beautifully done. Internet here so that you guys, let me see here. There we go. To see what this internet can handle. Thank you, Urshan Katrine. I crocheted the cardi bottom up. Looks beautiful. Lisa says, I'm listening while I'm sewing up a baby beanie. Oh, yay. Look at that. Oh, I think you've done a fantastic job. I love the colors too. Yay. She must have been so happy. Oh, she's really rocking that cardigan. Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Hello, Lulu's Treasure Trove, Cindy with an S. How you doing, my sweetheart? I'm on a temporary internet solution here, which is why I'm going a little bit slow. Let's see. Okay, that was me just reminding everybody about the Sunday share. Oh, and Jane was sharing with us. What an inspiration. And that is an inspiration, eh? Because that's a beautiful picture. Ooh, diagram. And if you look at what they made with it, now isn't that gorgeous? All the same squares, but some of the squares have color in the center and the top section, and some have in the morning, in the bottom. I want to say the bottom, and then I read Monique's comment, so it becomes morning. Hello, Monique Smits from Netherlands. Mary King says hi to Cindy. That is stunning. That is so pretty, says Lulu. Thank you, my sweethearts. Oh, I thank you guys for sharing. I think that is really inspiring. It gives us ideas what you can make. Hey, wow. I love it. Okay, let's go this way. There we go. Up, 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 up. Fusion. Yes, from the Netherlands, says Monique. I am having cherry cola. So that is lovely because you guys introduced that to me. Look at this. Okay, well, this is quite different. That looks like this, you know, most blankets you see in this chevron pattern. That's beautiful. Gorgeous. No, mustn't close it. I must go over to the next one. Love the backgrounds that they've used to display it. Hey, that is the Apache Tears for Sleeves. Oh, that's really it's creative. Says beautiful. I'm saving that square chart. Oh yes, Sheila. Lulu's saying I am picking on my phone now. Sorry if I miss anyone. No worries. Oh, the phone is not the best place. Hello, M to the O to the B to the S. Ashley, how you doing, my sweetheart? I've been drinking cherry coke and a lot lately. Oh, I tell you, here with a lot of ice. I love that top, says Labelle. I looked at the pattern for the square and figures if there aren't enough, I just make them larger instead of more. Wonderful. We'll be ordering yarn later. Oh, lovely. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Looks like the centerpiece of this thing was knitted, hey? And another one. Another one bites the dust. Ooh, small squares for sleeves. There you go. That's beautiful, says Cindy. Frozen Stone says hello to Amanda. Hello, my sweetheart. Oh, I like this one. Oh, that looks like it was worked on it. Beautiful. Look at that background. What is that background? That is it squares? Yes, it's a square with the pink squares. It's all one color. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Oh, I tell you what, this is beautiful. Oh my word. Now this one gets the medal in my opinion. It looks like it was cut and sewed at the bottom because there's no, maybe this was refurbished. You know what I mean? When you take a sweater from a second-hand store and you use the front and then you use different things and you put them together by sewing it together. So this is what it looks like. But that is very creative. Okay, there we are at the first one again. Thank you, Jane, for sharing. I so appreciate it. There we go. And Rosie, my work in progress on my grandpa blanket. No, not grandpa. Grafcan. Grafcan blanket after weaving in the ends. I'm on row 50 out of 157 in need of 107 rows left. I'm doing this time in single crochet instead of corner to corner. Oh my word. Upcycled, yes, Sheila. I think it's an upcycled garment, says Katrine. Yes, I think so. And Cindy was saying, oh yes, it looks that way, so cute. Good morning, Darcia, my darling. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. This is looking good. Can't wait to see when it's done, Rosie. Oh, I was just sharing one of my old tutorials on the Friday link. There you go, on a Friday. Hey, this group is now at 3,500 members in our Facebook group. So on a Friday, if you're a content creator, you drop a link like I did now, even of an old video tutorial, because there's always new people joining. Drew says, so I decided to make a scrap blanket out of granny squares. For FYI, for your information, I still have over 100 to add, so I might just make another one. This one's absolutely very heavy. And he says, I counted them. There was 134 more to go. Woo, that's a lot of squares, but just keep going because there's always a purpose for a square. Andrea is Labelle. Labelle, this is beautiful. Let me see if I can go in without it locking me in. She says, girls and lads, I just found these beanies. They are on some retailer's page, but I thought I would share the photo here as I believe these would be great to use up leftovers, and also think the beanie crocheters in here can do a better job. This is beautiful. Everybody is saying hello to everybody else. 2 more inches until I can start the sleeve. So happy, says Amanda. Those flowers. But can you see, maybe if I can go closer, can you guys see that center at the the crown looks like a doily, like those doilies you get. Um, you know when Linda Simpson did a square with her latest square, has 4 leaves, but this one has like 6 or 7 leaves, and it's round, not square. It's that kind of doily. And then you just continue and you add in these flowers. So I think that's beautiful. I've sent you a link to the page I've sent you a link to that page in a message. Some great inspirations. Thank you. Hello to all the sweet friends. I miss this, Lisa. And Darcia saying hi to Cindy. This is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Let's see if there was any other. I must trust my memory now. Oh, Annie, yes. I forgot to post this. It's called the Cardi Shawl. I followed Just Vintage Crochet. Let's go closer. I love the colors, I must say. Cardi Shawl. Okay, so it's like a shawl that has a sort of sleeve. Beautiful labels, says Sandra, Scandalous Creations. I love this, Annie. Thank you for sharing. I know she might not be here now, but in her absence, in absentia, I want to say thank you for sharing. There we go. Bonnie. Anyone working towards next year? Christmas. Oops. I think we did, I think this is the end because we've shared this already. Yes, last time she shared her knitted stained glass Afghan. Bonnie got knits and more. Please check her out if you haven't yet. She has some beautiful projects. And Sandra shared with us Afghan in progress for a friend. Ooh, Sandra, if you've made more progress, you must post because we want to see how that is coming along. And this is our Sarah Moo, Crafty Moo. Happy New Year, everyone. Have a great weekend crocheting. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. And those are owls. Roberta. Roberta. It's not magic, says the poncho looks like the one from the vintage crochet. Yep, that's that. Oh, look at this. I want to make another one like this because remember I made now what's the name of this? Oh my word, the name is on the tip of my tongue and it needs to reach my brain cells. What do you call this? My goodness. But you guys know. I will do another blanket like that. Intralac. Yes, yes. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Catherine. I'm working on Christmas, by the way, replenishing my Grinches, says Roberta. Whoa. Well, you can never start too soon, eh? Then there's no rush. Because the thing is, you don't know what the year will hold. And if something happens, God forbid something happens to you, and you cannot do it like you want to, then it's like, ooh. Let's see. Oh, and yes, we shared this where Linda shared this last time. So we're done for today. Thank you, guys. You're so amazing. Let me see. I'm going to drop the link. Control C. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to join me. And then I must pin the comment before I forget to pin it. Pin the message. I'm doing them because they take no brain power, says Roberta. Hey, I am trying here to, I'm going to try and remain as still as possible so that this thing doesn't have to do a lot of work with my image. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, you're very clear. I think you're very clear, Jane.
It's just the
Is there
image,
an
the
echo?
mic is
Just let me. This one she made was not the one back in 4th rows. It was started from the middle. Tell me, is there there should not be an echo because I'm in the browser that I should be in.
I'm mute. I don't have any
I'm
sound
asking the chat.
whatsoever.
Okay, let me be clear. I'm asking the chat. Guys, nobody here is a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go, Jane.
Yay, I'm clear.
Jane,
At least
yes, Jane's image is clear, but the audio, no echo. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, my sweetheart. No echo, says Amanda. Oh, you ladies are just gems. You are gems. Absolutely. Okay, so I did plan. I'm going to sit here and I'll be working on my secret shawl. Okay, I can show you how far I am with the cake, which means, but now how it takes a while to get through this cake. Hey, I mean, I'm working my fingers. Go, 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 go. But I must work up the whole cake. So and I have showed you, because in this tutorial we're going to do, I will show you that because I'm using tassels, you choose whether you start from the outside of the cake or the inside. Good night, Lisa. Enjoy. If you start on the inside and you're going to end on the outside, then you start by making your tassels first from the outside. If you're going to take that cake and work from the outside to the inside, which means you will end, your last row will be the inside color. Then you do your tassels. I do it first so I don't run out of yarn. So I've done the tassels, and of course I am doing a basic tutorial. That's why it will be called the basic triangular lace shawl. You can jazz it up many ways, and I have jazzed it up many ways. So that's why I will have 3 shawls to show you how to jazz it up. Actually 4. So different versions. But you don't need to. You can take the most simple pattern that I'm doing, and you can take that and just join up on panel. But hubby is home and loud, says Amanda. No worries, hubby. No worries, hubby. No worries, Amanda. You can use that cake as a muffin now. As a muffin.
Yeah, the ones that you put the hands into warm up.
First. Yes, clear to make the tassels first. That way you can decide what color they will be. Sometimes I do edging early. As with gradient yarn, there is a little control over that. You know what? I have made this shawl in, you can make it in, what do you call it, a solid. And then you can add a border. And I will post in the video, I will show you how I did it. I did it in a 1 color, and then I added 10 rows of 3 or 4 different colors at the end in the granny stitch only, because it's so easy. Remember, this is a basic lace shawl, but it jazzed that shawl up like you can't believe. Plus, I knew I was going to use that, so I had to say it ended in blue. I had to make my tassels in blue, and I used 2 nice large beads on each tassel. But I'm not showing you that. I have shown you how to add beads and stuff in a short. I've got a little playlist that says how to. And in this playlist, it shows you all kinds of things like how to do this, how to do that, how to add a bead, how to iron, my goodness, how to block a shawl, how to do this. And so if you need that, you go there. So I'm trying not to make the video too long. I have to go for now. We're taking our granddaughter to school, switching to phone. We'll be listening. Darcia, my darling, have an absolutely blessed time with your granddaughter. I hope she enjoys it. You're going to swimming in, but Darcia, in cold weather. Amanda, we were laughing. Hello, how are you doing today? Hello, Marva. How you doing? Or Marva? Maybe you say Marva. In Afrikaans, it's Marva. I save my blingy yarn scraps for edges and tassels as well. I tell you what, the way that this shawl is, I would even put like 3 rows of shells at the border and tassels. I mean, eventually I will, but I won't wait until then to put out the pattern, for goodness sake, because then you'll be waiting way too long. I want to get this thing out as soon as possible, but without messing anything up. Good morning, Rebecca. Oh, afternoon, Rebecca Macaulay. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Hope you're doing well. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? I'm finishing off my South African rooibos tea. And in this heat, it's better if it's lukewarm. Doesn't even matter if it's cold. It's just sometimes it's something different to drink than water or Coca-Cola. Something healthier. I have not even been able to talk to my friend Jane. For how long? It's like it was like being cut off from the world.
About a month. Just kidding. Well, you went on your vacation. Then
it was terrible.
And then I ended up super sick. So even if you were not on vacation,
I think she hit. Did you do something so I cannot hear you?
I'm sorry. I put the.
Or is it on my side?
It was me. I'm sorry. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem.
Okay, something is not me.
I was putting the beads on the thing, on the string, and when I put it out, and I said, "Yeah, we have been a while without talking because you went on vacation, and I end up sick, and then it's just you and me against the world."
Going to make breakfast, listening. Amanda, lovely breakfast. Oh, how I love this man. He just brought me homemade omelette and collages. Is it collages? Ooh, I tell you. Mr. Catherine, Mr. Catherine, thank you for taking such good care of our Catherine. It's such a blessing to be able to be here today. Thanks for always being a blessing to us all. Have missed you so much. Love you, Usha. Thank you, my sweet Cindy, Lulu's Treasure Trove member for 21 months. If you're not connected to her, go and check her out. Thank you so much for that milestone. We have some more snow and rain coming. What? Right now, we still have some snow on the ground from our last snow. Now, I wonder if some of you, some of your internet is not, you guys that are experiencing such severe weather, hey, I better not lift this thing too high. I must remember.
I almost thought, ooh. People, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. She's keeping
it low down.
We talk all the time, and she haven't showed me yet. I'm like, I'm dying here. She's like keeping this project really under the covers. She won't show anybody.
Under tight wrap. I tell you what, you will be able to do this. If you have never crocheted, you'll be able to do it. If you are a beginner, you'll be able to do it. If you are like our Marsha Lee, blind, you will be able to do it. You literally, okay, well, you probably need enough fingers, and but you don't even need eyesight to do this. You literally just, if you can do a double crochet and a chain, you can do this.
I'm
That's what I'm
dying.
saying.
I'm dying because I want to see it so bad. Why, Ursula? She won't show it to me, people.
So I can make my internet sloppy. Satellite-based internet is at the whim of the skies. You would think that what's its name? Fiber is. I tell you what, this fiber of mine was not ant resistant. Okay, it took since 2015 up to now to get to that point, but it's still. Hello, Susan. Now, Linda, are we going to press that button at the same time, or what's happening?
My bush friend.
Hello.
No.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jane. Hi, Ursula.
Hello, my sweet Linda. Hello, Nisi. Oh, my sweetheart. I'm like, can you see how spotty my internet is? If I sit still, it's okay, but it's not what it should be. Let me just quickly see here. I believe the rain will melt all the snow, and it's supposed to rain for about 2 to 3 days without stopping. I will be worried about some flooding if it rains in 3 days, 3 nights. It's terrible. You're keeping us all in suspense. Well, we can't let the cat out of the bag before the time. Happy we live up on a hill. Most do not live on hills, but lots of us do live on hills in here in Wallonia, as opposed to the next towns over which live more in the valley.
Hi,
Which
everyone.
state
A
is
blanket
that?
hello to all in the chat, says my sweet Lucy. Here we go, she says. We have both fiber
I
optics and
wanna know
Wi-Fi.
where it is.
If one doesn't work for some reason, it just gets switched. Libelle, I tell you what, the one I've got now, this pixelated thing, is my backup. It's not a good
Pixelated.
backup, and I'll have to tweak it because I didn't know it was going to be this. Yeah, but why is this test speed showing it's lower than it should be? What's going on? So stop complaining about the weather. Imagine you'd live in Iceland, freezing cold, and still getting smoked out of their cozy homes. Oh my word!
But
But is
you know, I
Iceland
think
not
she's
more
right.
green and Greenland
We've
ice?
got, we've had,
It's been a while since I've
we've
been
had,
able- Yes.
we've had severe winds. Well, we've still got winds up to 50, 60, 70 miles an hour.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
And she opened the door and she's like, ooh. Your ears are loud.
that's right.
But I agree with hello. I agree with the lady from Iceland. I noticed, and you know, I talk to my Brazilian friends because they
The
right
lady
now
from
it's
Iceland
summer
is
and they're like,
Libelle. She's not from
couldn't-
Iceland,
couldn't
though.
remember. Oh, okay.
Okay,
I thought
let
she
me
was.
just tell you, she is from the UK. Libelle is from the UK, but she's got a
Oh, okay.
very huge general knowledge, and she was just saying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was just agreeing
because
with
one
her
of
about
their
complaining.
one of their volcanoes has erupted.
Yeah,
Yes.
see,
Oh my
Lord.
That's
goodness.
really bad.
But my thing is, it is summertime in Brazil, and everybody, oh, it's so hot. And then when it's winter, oh, it's so cold. And then it doesn't rain. Oh, I wish it rained because everything is so dry. And then it rains. Oh, I watch. You know, people complain about the weather a lot instead of enjoying the weather. You know, or see the bright side. Like, I love the snow. It is cold, yes. It's -3 in Celsius. You know, but
Oh,
I
my.
think it's fun. There is a beauty on everything. Now, I do agree. I don't like the heat. I can't stand the heat. But that's because
I don't like the extremes.
I actually love I like the fall and the springs. You know, it in two different side of the equator. Like, I like the fall here, but in Brazil, I used to love the spring.
All right.
But I try to enjoy the weather.
I can
like,
imagine about. We didn't have it quite that bad as you did, Libelle, but ours got up to about 50 miles an hour. But we've got no trees. We've got no trees around us. We had they ley landi, the big Leylandite trees, and we got rid of all of them. When we got this sunroom built, we got all the Leylandite taken off, so we've got no trees near our house.
So you're gonna replant the
What?
trees?
What? 100 kilometers per hour?
No, they were in the garden, so we
goodness.
just filled. We
enjoy
just
the rain.
flower bed. We just made where
It
the
flooded
trees
your
were in the
basement.
flower beds.
Well, I used to be in
I said,
Wyoming. And
able to
Wyoming
get out of
is
the
very
country.
windy. Wyoming is so windy that it feels like you're in a tornado.
No, she's only joking. No worries. She's only joking. No, Libelle is very cool. Let's not take it too serious. She's
Never.
okay.
Especially if it comes from my
So,
mouth, don't
but
take anything serious. I wanted to show you
No. She was talking about. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. No,
I'm just
Libelle
agreeing
is
with
not.
you.
She was. Yeah.
I wanted to introduce you
Are you being agreeable?
Cuban Pete.
Sorry, I'm joking. I'm pulling your leg, Jane.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you! Wait a minute. Let me solo you.
It's just a little shawl, nothing that
It's
important.
a little shawl, nothing bad.
Beautiful.
But I was playing with the trim, and then I could, like the mask when he danced with the song Cuban Pete. And I remember he had a hat that had this,
What?
and I couldn't stop playing with it. So this is the butterfly shawl.
That's
from
beautiful.
That's
Spider Art.
Fiber
Spider.
spider. Fiber spider.
Yes, and I made a mistake.
Yes.
And in the bottom, not sure if you can see the mistake.
Just do a one Mississippi, two Mississippi instead of waving the flag. Could you do that?
I was trying to. Okay, see, in the bottom, I made a mistake. You can see the butterflies were aligned.
Listen,
And then I was like,
you know, I mean, I wouldn't even have thought.
And if you see the center, the square got huge, and I was like, I had COVID, and I was like, enough. I'm just gonna put some thing to distract the mistake, and it did work. And I really had fun.
Worked.
That worked.
Love the shawl, Jane. Love the balls at the end of the border, little pom-poms. Yes.
Yes.
And Libelle was saying Iceland is quite big, I think, but with outbreak of volcanoes, an entire town is in danger. It's so weird that it's so cold yet so hot over there. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I got this yarn from Kelly. I bring it every day. And it was the first time I worked with it when she had one auction in her channel. And I thought, ooh, when I saw it on the screen, it was like, I'm not sure. It's like a red. It was kind of reddish. It was like, I forgot the name of that.
Berry red?
Yeah, like a berry. And when I got here, it was fuchsia. I was like, whoa. Like, more for the pink side.
All right.
I was like, what is it? Is it the universe telling me that I have to be pink? Is it? I think it's the universe trying to convert me to pink. But
that's not Veronica. You see, she mustn't say she doesn't like pink, because then everything comes. It's like saying you're going on a diet, then suddenly everything breaks loose. Shannon, I apologize for my poor image, pixelated image here. At least my guests are crystal clear. But I'm on a temporary internet just to be here, and just to make it here. Show us that, Jane. I'm going to solo you. Let me see. That looks beautiful.
It's called the Celebration Chapeau. Chapeau in French, I think. Is that?
I'm going to do one Mississippi, two Mississippi, right? You can't just.
A second. I mean,
don't wave the flag.
Right,
there you go.
So is this part you're supposed to tie a little bow, but I'm not good at it. It's super easy for beginners. And again, I'm gonna zoom in here. Do not use
One
alpaca. You're gonna end
the
up with
pink
tons.
to Miss
It looks like
Sister
my dog
Pink.
laid on it.
That's beautiful.
This is from the alpaca yarn.
Yeah,
And
there's
I
beautiful.
don't think I will ever use alpaca
Yes,
or
but I see a little bit of pink, and I think the little bit of pink is a stitch marker. So if you're ready to gift it, just take the stitch marker out.
well, I just finished last night, and then I did another one that I didn't finish completely.
Oh.
I had a diagram that a chart, whatever you guys call it.
Yeah, a
I'm
chart.
part of a group in Brazil, from Brazil,
Chart,
that they give you the
diagram.
chart. Yeah, they give you the chart, and like I put it in the post. They give you the chart and say, "Show me what you can do with this," and then people make something. And so they have this kind of a circle, but in the beginning it looked like when I crochet the whole thing, it doesn't look so circular like in the chart.
No, it
It
looks a
looks
bit
like
square.
a square. I was like,
It's a rounded square.
but in the chart, it's like let me see here. Start with the cross. Let me put it all right. Start with the cross. When you increase, so in the chart is circle, but when you crochet, it look like a square. But I was like, it's a nice little granny square hat. But that's what I did with the chart. So I like that group because it's just a chart. You can't do that.
I like charts.
I do too.
Do you remember my hat pattern?
Yes.
Grizzly Sisters hat and cowl pattern, which is still free. What I did,
Yes.
I redid it, the pattern, but then I added the brim.
Okay, wait, let me show solo.
So what I've done, it's the bit.
Oh,
and where I usually do front post, back post, what I've done is I've done the ribs so that it folds over. So I've just changed my pattern up a bit, just so it's got a brim, because I love hats with a brim.
I love it. You know what I like about that Grizzly Sisters hat of yours is the fabric it creates is like as thin as a knitted fabric.
Yeah,
and I've done it in a few. I think I did about 3 hats.
And I like the way the pattern kind of it kind of. Hold on, I'm doing it the wrong way. If you see it, it kind of. When you look at it like that, it doesn't look like anything. But when it's on your head, you can see it's kind of diagonal and meeting.
Yeah, that's what I love it. I love that.
I can actually see it. I can actually see that.
Can you actually
love
see
that
it?
hat, Linda, Sandra.
See it even better.
Yes, I can actually see it.
Yeah,
my
you
friend
can see
loves the Grizzly Sisters hat I made for her. Yeah, I can see it. It can see it. Can actually see it.
Yeah, and it's
and she says, Linda, what type of pom-poms are you using? The ones with press buttons, Libelle is asking. Linda.
No, this is, I got myself some buttons that says handmade with love, and it's got elastic. And you just hook the button.
There you go. Good morning, lovely Linda, says Amanda. I like the lattice effect, says Catherine.
Hi, Sandra.
I like
breakfast is made and I'm bye.
Thank you.
I like that because
Vera says it's a beautiful hat, Linda.
They can either choose to have the hat, have the pom-pom, or remove the pom-pom. And they can remove the pom-pom when they wash it. They need to wash it. So that's why I kind of like it like that. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another hat like this one. In blue.
Lovely.
So, yeah. So
love it.
I've got plans to make lots of hats. to take to our craft fair?
Well, I'm gonna have to send you idea for display because when I used to make lots of hats and we used to have a little fair at the community center, I had a friend that was 80 something years old and he found out the joy of internet. So he used to make displays with the coolest thing. It was so weird at the same time because sometimes he just got a dowel and he put it like a circle, just a little circle. And as you put the hat, the hat stayed just like that. But it was just like a whole bunch of little dowels. And it didn't take a lot of space, but it looked so cool. And he made it. Oh, it was just fantastic. It was the best to make displays out of weird things.
And I think in future, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, I like beanies, but I won't wear a hat. I like making the beanies, but then I found this pattern that you do the rim, and I thought, that is me sorted. All my hats
you
now
will have
filled up.
You
because I just,
love.
yeah, I think they just finish a hat off.
Hats off to you.
I agree with you. I
would
agree with you.
Off instead of just being stuck on your head. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I just really like a brim on a hat.
Yes, Linda,
And
but
now
I
know how to do
I
it.
must say,
They will all
Isn't that
have-
amazing that everybody likes different hats? Like for me, I like the cloche, and I like loose hat. I don't like anything squeezing because I don't like I don't like when I take the hat off. My hair is all squished and weird. I don't like.
I need to find a nice. I like to do a berry. I'd like to find a nice berry pattern. You know, a beret style.
oh right. Okay, so yes, Linda, but you know what? I must say the Disney Sisters hat, personally, I think that is the closest I could get to a crochet hat that looks like a knitted hat. And it's as thin as a knitted fabric. And I actually like it with almost nothing at the way the pattern was written, because it reminds me so much of a knitted hat. I just love it.
It does.
Make the brim a bit longer than you can double fold. It will give yet another look. That's what she did, Libelle.
Once I was talking to
she
Ursula,
folds it double. She folds it back.
Sorry. Once I was talking to Ursula, she started your hat. And like once we were talking, you and I, like when we talk, have our talk, and I was cleaning, and Ursula started the hat. I'm telling you, before we hung up, she had the hat done. It was. She said it's so easy. You thought it was easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was talking to her.
It's a great pattern. Oh, fold it twice. Okay, you mean fold it twice.
Doesn't always
no, but it is a great. I love that.
Libelle. It depends on the stitch. Now this brim. Let me just get it for you. You see this brim.
Okay, I'm going to solo you as well.
And the feel of it is not as thick as this. Now, if I'd have done that to the full length to try and turn that over, it wouldn't sit properly because I've already tried that. So what I do now, which I found on, what did I find? Oh, the turtle trunk. She kind of does it, and then what you do is you chain 14, and you know, as if you go the way you're going to start a hat, you do the rib, don't you? You crochet 11, and then you knit into the back of every single crochet back of every one. Well, this is what this is like, but you do it from here, and it just, when I saw her do it, and I thought, oh my god, how simple is that? What a dipstick. I didn't think of that before. But the texture for this is not as thick as the texture in this. So if I'd have done this, or even with a front post, back post, that texture is thick, and if I'd have done it longer, it won't turn as well as this does. So you can't. It all depends on your stitching, you see. And I always, before I did this, or found this idea, I always finish mine off. I always like to finish my hat off with the front post, back post, so it looks like a rib.
Yes.
And then I found this, and I thought, right, that's it. All my hats are going to be like that from now on. Okay, what pattern I use? They're going to be finished like that.
I love hats.
Fantastic.
I love hats because they are instant gratification. You know, like the I think Ursula posted on her group on Facebook, that lady that lives here in Omaha, and she says, you wanna don't get a person with ADHD with the granny
Yes,
square.
that girl. Yes.
Yes, I was laughing
Hi,
because
Miguel.
I went downstairs to where my crafter room is in my basement. And I showed Ursula, I have tons of these stupid squares, and I have about four blankets, and I never finished them. And to me, that's like, I don't have the attention required to make a blanket, and I think 3/4 of the way, the blanket gets very heavy to work with. So, but hats,
Yes.
I can make thousands of hats because take about 3 hours max to make a hat.
Yes.
You know, I'm saying crochet a hat. Knitting a hat is a different stuff. But, and then you finish and you have that item and you just go, it's done, and you celebrate. Yeah, it's that thing that excites me about
it's
the hat.
fantastic.
Plus, I love hat covering. All types of hats. I think hats are just, in fact, I start crocheting because of hats. I remember there was this librarian that she had the fuchsia hat, and it was like had a brim, and I was like, oh, I wish I could crochet, because I had one crocheted hat that I paid an arm and a leg in the store, and she said, oh, I would love to make that hat, but at that point I just knitted, right? And she said, I wish I had your hat, because it was with cable and all kind of stuff. And I was like, and then the other librarian, she said to me, I'll teach you. And I said, okay. And little I knew she was a military lady. And she said, this is a chain. This is a single. This is a double. This is a half double. Here, figure it out. So I had to figure out how to crochet in the round. And I remember my first crochet hat. I just loved that hat, except it was 1,000 degrees because I used to live in Wyoming and it was so windy, and I made a hat that nothing would go through. When I moved to Texas, I gave all my stuff away, but because I thought I would never wear a hat like this in Texas. I was right. But it's just like hats holds a place in my heart, because everything's about crochet started with a hat and a granny square.
For you,
I like making a hat. I mean, usually it all depends what I'm doing. Usually I can make a hat in 3 to 4 hours. Depends what I do. Sometimes 5, but I do like making a hat.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm glad I actually learned how to make a hat, because I never used to make hats before last year. And it's just a lovely palette cleanser. Miguel says, Cindy, thank you. It was an adventure. Image, but I'm on temporary Wi-Fi just to have a live stream, because that's just the way it is today for me. Let me see this thing. Is it going to let me click on Cindy's comment? Yeah, yes. Getting so excited to have some extra money coming up next month. Yay! And I'm saving to buy one of Linda's sister's bougie bags. I just did not want to until I know for a fact I can afford one. Oh, yes. Isn't that lovely to treat yourself? I think
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, Linda.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
So, Linda, in this weather, you obviously don't go out for walks, right? Because
Yes.
Spice may
Yes.
just blow away.
No, we took Spice the vet on Friday. 8.1 kilos she is now. She's a little chunky monkey.
Hello, Donna.
Hi,
Oh my
Donna.
goodness. It's almost the size of my cat.
And no, we took her out for a walk today, and we went out for a walk yesterday as well. So yeah.
She says she can't wait to get hers. She started it yet, Linda. Anne is asking about her. She says, I can't wait to get mine. Has she started it yet, Linda?
Oh yes,
she's in the
it's all
queue.
started. It
So
started
kids
again.
having
Anne. Yes, it's all there, ready. Oh, she's working her way through it, and it's all come from up here. So hopefully,
oh, there you go. Let's
bring it to me on Thursday.
Spice is so cute.
And she's hoping to bring it to me on Thursday. So yeah,
Oh,
I'll let
lovely.
you know. I might actually yeah, I'll email you, Anne. I'll email you.
You know,
Yes, congratulations,
Anne,
Miguel. That's wonderful too. Why congratulations, Miguel? What did Miguel do? Oh, you sold us a kids hat and a scarf set last week. Good stuff.
Oh, wonderful.
How are you doing, Miguel? Health-wise, in that terrible cold weather you've got there?
it's not terrible. It's just cold.
Says, yes, how exciting. And I'm very so excited knowing that my time is getting closer. Ooh, yes, a lot of excitement going on. I tell you what, if you really if you're saving up for something nice and you're getting it, there's nothing like it. Linda, going to email you about a bag. There you go. Okay, the comments is a little bit behind. What have I made so far? 2 hoodies for my granddaughter, one with ears on the hood, working on my sweater, and still have a few projects on hooks, on needles. Listen, isn't it this Saturday that we have the challengers?
Yes, it is, darling. I will email you.
Oh,
I will email you today.
Can you believe it is that time already?
I know, I couldn't believe it
I
myself.
see
I thought,
you.
no, it's not. But it is. It's this Saturday, the challenges.
Yes, it's amazing.
Time flies when you have fun or not.
It's been terrible, Jane. People's pipes have frozen. Oh, you can imagine. Hey, that's not nice.
Oh, I know. Where I am is cold too. It's really, really cold. But it's like my husband. It was so cold that drained the batteries of the car, and he was complaining, blah blah blah. But it's part of when you live in the cold. When it's like when I lived in Texas, was always above 100 degrees. I hate it, but it's you have heat stroke, you have other problems, you have bugs. But when it's in the cold weather, there is other problems. There is freezing this, freezing that, heater, and everything go like the heater start working in a bit of a snowstorm. They're like, great, it's just part of how you say, is the part of the journey when
Life.
you live in the cold. Yeah, it just
Miguel
happens,
says,
but
I'm in Texas.
not necessarily horrible.
Listen, yes, it's not necessarily horrible. But you know what? Last week to me, the last 8 days have been like, you can decide whether when everything goes up in smoke, you can decide to get really stressed about it, or you can decide to sit back and accept This is what happened. What is the next step? Whatever you wanted to happen is not going to happen. Having a nervous breakdown about it is also not going to help. What can you do? So it's so flippin' cold here today. Another day to stay in, and that's his turbinates, which is Anne. It's cold here, and I love it, says Amanda. And Miguel was saying the natives here aren't used to it. I can imagine because I'm originally from the north. I can manage because I'm originally from the north. Hey, man, it's like not what I read is not pixelated. It's like Miguel.
I prefer the code.
When I read the comment wrong, I'm like, ooh.
I'm on the last.
Sorry, Linda.
I'm on the last.
Oh, wait. Let me show you because that's looking so pretty. But just wait. I'm on Mississippi to Mississippi. Oh, I love it.
And then I'm just
love those colors.
Decreasing. I've just started decreasing the toe.
Oh, lovely. What can you when always seemingly goes wrong? Yeah, yes, absolutely. Take it to the Lord in prayer. That's what I do. Whoop, whoop, Linda. There we go, says Amanda. Gorgeous colors. I love those colors too. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah,
for who is it? Rick. Those socks are for who? For Rick. Oh, Rick.
These are for
Lucky
Rick.
fellow. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh. This year is going to be my year of socks. When 100-degree weather is the norm, icy roads freak us natives out, says Katrine. Woo, Miguel, yes. Icy roads, yes, I must tell you, that is not my favorite. Isla, hello. Crafty Shenanigans, good morning.
Hi,
how are you
Isla.
doing, my sweetheart?
Ice road is bad, especially when people think, I have a 4x4, and they decide to go 100 miles an hour, and then they keep spinning, But yeah, ice road,
yeah.
What makes the ice road worse is the people thinking that I'm the king of the road, and then not paying attention or being on the phone and all those things. It's not necessarily nice. But yeah,
I must tell you, when you say that, I'm king of the road, it reminds me of one of these animation movies. But remember I told you guys that I renewed the library tickets. We took out DVDs. Because it's still the month of January, you can keep the DVDs later. So at least when I had power, but no internet in the last 8 days, I could say, okay, Jonathan, put in a DVD you'd like to see, and we can watch a DVD like in 2015. So it really felt like, okay, what did we do before Wi-Fi? Let's try and scratch our heads and think, what was it? Let's go back there. That's what it was like. I'm like, so what you mean? I mean, I wasn't in 2015. I wouldn't have thought of FaceTiming Linda, FaceTiming Jane, be on live streams with any of you guys. So terrible. Well, so it shows you how your world has expanded, how the globe has become a village. She says, what did she say there? Very true, Jane. We had 4x4 and I was, so thankful to have that when driving in snow and ice. When I had to drive over 40 miles to the hospital that I worked at for about 7 years. Oh, my goodness. What we did before Wi-Fi. Oh, I tell you. I don't think my son has a lot of stuff left that he had before we had Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you would knit and crochet
Linda.
as well, with even if you didn't have Wi-Fi.
And
you
to watch a DVD on a DVD player.
Yeah.
I was laughing because Jessica was putting the DVD on and you had to wait for a moment. Then you had to listen to an ad, which means that you couldn't do anything. Whereas now we're so used to having a lot of things that are without ads, and you just pressed where you want it. It's like fast forward. And Jessica was like, oh, that's slow. I said, well, try VHS. That was much slower. Never mind.
Yeah.
Cindy was saying, and then after that, I was saying,
Hi, Jeanette.
Jeanette. Linda and Jane, how to see you ladies. Jeanette, I missed your, did you have a live stream yesterday? I missed it, so I almost got, oh, I will absolutely be watching the replay. You can count on me to watch the replay. There you go. She's saying hello to Cindy and to Isla.
Lovely to see you, Jeanette. I missed you live as well yesterday. I don't know why, but it was just one of them days yesterday. I swear you not. I got up, and before I knew it, it was bedtime. Don't know what happened in between yesterday, guys, but it went.
Wow.
It went.
Why?
Ursula,
It was a nightmare.
Ursula almost had a heart attack when we went downstairs and I showed her the amount of movies I have. She said, Jane, if I had that amount of movies, I would never see my kids again. Because I have no idea. I learned English watching movies, you know, and
yes. That's a good way to watch.
It was a habit back in the days. You if you like a movie, you just buy the movie. Now, when you purchase the movie, you don't really have the movie, you know. So because it's streaming, right? And that's what people are figuring out right now. When you buy a movie, it is there. But let's say if it is on Amazon, Netflix, whatever it is, once you're done with the membership, there goes your movie. But Ursula was shocked to see the amount of movies I have. In fact, in a small town, I lived in Wyoming when there was nothing. People used to come, can I borrow a movie? I said, no, it's not. I'm not Blockbusters. You know?
Oh, she said, I rediscovered music that I had on my old computer when I got off social media. Vinyl too. I felt rejuvenated, says Isla. Yes, I must say I have a lot of CDs, DVDs. So I was really glad that I had that option, but I don't know. I must just prepare better. But wow, I'm glad I've got this temporary solution now, because this thing you can actually take with you wherever you travel in the country or wherever you go on holiday in the country. Whether you go to a place that doesn't have internet, you will have internet. As I say, it's maybe not the best for live streaming because I am quite pixelated here, but for watching movies and everything else, it is fine. Libel saying the problem with all those movies is that we watched most of them at least twice. There was a phase they only did remakes, probably ran out of ideas. I tell you what, Libel, I have movies. My collection is those that I love to watch. So I definitely bought them. And yes, Amanda, I also still buy DVDs. And of course, books. Got to go, ladies. Hope you all have a fabulous day.
Honey.
Bye, Joanne. And Nisi is heading out to work. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, sweetie. And take care, Joanne, Brenda. And she says, may you have a great day too, Nisi. Oh, yes. How are you doing, Brenda? Bears Crochet Critters. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? I forgot to ask. I've at least had some cherry cola. And yes, I started off with some tea.
Well,
and I started off late because this internet wasn't working like it should.
Yeah. I've started the Celtic blanket, the cable blanket. I've started that, but I changed the pattern. I've switched to another pattern because the other one was too big. It was more of a bedspread than a throw.
Yes.
So I've changed the pattern and doing like an Afghan style. This one was huge. It was like massive, and I thought, no, I don't want that one. That's a bit too big. So I've got
Yes.
another one. I've started that. I've started my colourwork sweater, crochet.
I was putting my Coke outside in the
Crochet
mudroom.
color work.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know that's my my challenges for this year, isn't it? The cable blanket and the cables, learn how to do crochet cables and also to do colourwork sweaters, both knitting and crochet. But I've smashed the colourwork.
Yeah.
I smashed the colourwork before the new year.
That color work looks beautiful. Oh yes. No,
I love
no,
that.
wait a minute. Just tell me. I'm going to show you. That's knit, right? Knit.
This is knitted, yeah. This is knitted.
I thought it was
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Fair Island.
Yeah, Fair Isle.
Fair Isle.
For us,
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now people nowadays they call color works.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love big blankets, says Michelle. I'm doing Ophelia's peacock double pack with bigger one. That's
peacock
pretty,
is
says
pretty.
Isola.
Thank you. So I've actually smashed my challenge for this year with the colourwork, but I am going to do some wearables.
Oh,
I'm going to do a lot more wearables
Linda.
as well.
Give it just, Linda, you've got the oven on too high. Put it on like a 180 instead of a 220, So it takes longer to get to the end of it. You've got the whole of 2024.
Couldn't you
So
wait
you're fighting
until
off a
March
cold.
to
But
snag
hopefully
it?
she'll get to like the end of Feb, not even the end of Feb. And it'll be done. I'm like,
because like the simple mortal so puny.
it's like force for effect, Linda. Force for effect.
And this is like, I'm already done for the year. I already did my challenge. I was like, unfairly. Linda.
Yeah. I mean,
my challenge is to finish my 4 blankets. They're still in the bag, in the box, downstairs.
Get them done. Listen,
and she already done.
Jane, listen. Little chunks. An hour for this blanket, an hour for that blanket.
No, it is the worst part.
Just alternate between them so you don't get fed up.
They are all the squares are done. Everything they all done. I think I have my first Granny Square blanket. There was a circle, and you start as a circle, and there's silk in there. And you start as a circle, and then you finish into a square. And I made all the squares, and when you're new and you're learning, you don't realize that sewing all that thing together will be tedious. And I had no idea because, like I said, they said figure it out, and I had no idea to sew everything together. So once I finished my 300 squares, I'm saying 300, I have no idea. I just put it in the bag and said, I'm tired of it. Let me do some hats. And they're stayed since 2009.
Well, last year, my challenge was to make 6 wearables and to do the waffle stitch. I did the waffle stitch. That's gone. But I made 13 wearables, guys. 13.
Yes. You see, so she puts the bar there where we all can possibly reach it within a year, and then she just flies over it. That's like someone who does the hurdles, but they've actually got wings. So
before January 5th,
so the point of challenge is to work through my scrap collection. I'm thinking of a stitch sampler throw. Oh, that thing behind Linda on the chair is like so pretty. That one she did is one of my favorites, all-time favorites.
I love it too.
3 rounds of granny stitch. Wait, I'm going to solo you just one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Oh, look at that. I have a short video showing how to crochet squares together. Let me see if I can transport that onto the... Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Libelle, if you drop a link, do it on a Friday or schedule it for a Friday. Oh, that's beautiful. Linda, that is still one of my favorites. One day when I grow up, I will have a blanket like that.
One day when you grow up.
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll be like Linda and I'll have a blanket like that. One day when I grow up. I love Linda's blanket, says Faith. She agrees. Amen. I tell you.
Thank you.
Don't give Linda. You see, we should actually do a review of the challenges because I think Linda mustn't know about Linda's challenges before Linda's year starts. That's how it should work.
I think we choose her
Because
challenge.
if Linda has a notion, just a notion, if she gets a sniff of what the challenge is going to be, forget it. Just, she's just that'll be it.
I think next year I'm going to choose her challenge. I'm going to search for something and I'm going to send it to her and see if she says challenged, accept it. We got to find something that it takes a lot of time, to see if she gives at least 2 March to say, I'm done.
By the way, let me just say, Linda, I've heard Linda say this many times. Just an hour here and an hour of this a day and an hour of that a day. And every time Linda says that, my brain goes, no, I think in chunks of 3 hours. Whether it's a conversation with Jane on the phone, whether it is sitting down to knit, crochet something, it has to be in a chunk of 3 hours for me to make any progress. Because it takes me about an hour to get into it. And then once I've got momentum, I can't stop. So I think Linda gets her momentum faster than I do. It's like, oh, that is so funny.
I would love to.
You know what? It's funny because, for those of you who follow Jack Reacher on Prime Video,
yes.
In the books I'm nearly finished with all the books. The one thing that Jack Reacher is not good at is running. He is slow running, but otherwise he is one efficient machine of a soldier, but not running. Okay, so last night Craig and I were watching an episode of him running. It was hilarious because he's running with his arms wide, and it looks like his legs are also doing that. Because, anybody else, if you're going to run, you're going to tuck your arms.
Yeah,
and you run. Because
I used to be a runner, so I know.
Yes.
And to some people that run, when you run, you kind of run
that says a lot.
On the kind of you do that when you run with your feet. And I see some people
on the board. Yes.
Running with on the side where there's gun.
Yes.
To do that.
Yes.
But there are also people that is anatomically incorrect to run. They shouldn't run because their body shape or the way the hips are, they cannot. I know because I tried to run and end up with stress fracture everywhere.
Yeah.
But now, when I'm saying it takes me longer to get to my momentum, I'm imagining I might be a Jack Reacher when it comes to that. I might not even get the momentum, but it definitely does not gonna. 1 hour won't make a difference in my life.
And Linda is Forrest Gump. She just run.
No,
I'm
Usain Bolt of crocheting and knitting. Usain Bolt.
She'd like to have 3 hours to crochet. Faith, yes, but you see, that's like watching 2 movies. I mean, at least I'll have to say I need an hour and a half, which is your average movie. And it must be a movie I've seen at least, once, so that I can actually look down and do something. Katrina got 2 new granny books for Christmas, says Michelle. Oh, that sounds fantastic. One dog who ran like a penguin. Behind was on
That's
fire.
me.
Oh my
wow.
goodness.
I
But
think it's
still,
amazing because sometimes I'm talking to
lucky.
Ursula and I couldn't crochet and talk because to me crochet
The
counts
will
all the
must
time
be.
in my mind.
Yes.
I couldn't stop counting. That's the thing when I'm doing crochet, I have to be counting almost out loud. But yeah, Ursula and I'm cleaning and she's crocheting. And then towards the day with the conversation, they usually take about 3 hours. That's why
Yeah,
she
but
has
then
3 hours
when
to crochet.
so yeah, but there was a project. What project was it that I was also like, oh, I have to do this,
You
but
were
I don't
doing
want to.
that thing
So then
behind.
I find John and I start talking, and then I actually, so just talking to her, I had to have something in my hands, and I'm crocheting. So I said to her, well, she has cleaned the whole table in the 3 hours and packed away and moved around and did a lot because she just sits me down somewhere and sees that I don't fall off. And then I
Sometimes
I
she does.
crochet, and I said, okay, I can look down and crochet. And that was I actually get something done. So that helps a lot. Like that, you know. I mean, Linda, you'll probably know when you do FaceTime with your sister, then you get on with what you want to get on with, and she does. But you can chat while you're doing it,
I'm
but you don't
knitting
have to
or
be looking.
crocheting. And if June's sewing, she's sewing or she's knitting and that. So yeah, we just sit there. We look at each other every now and again and just get on.
You're
Linda
embarrassed
and
to
I,
say me, Blanca.
we were
You
chatting
haven't
on
finished.
Messenger.
Ooh, you want?
Linda and I, we were on Messenger.
Pardon?
Linda and I, we were on Messenger talking. When we saw, it was almost 2 hours, and we're just like, woof. We were having so much fun and talking and laughing.
Yeah, but it's the thing is,
It goes fast.
that's why I say 1 hour. If Linda says 1 hour, I'm like, no, because after 1 hour, I'm just in my groove and I'm just warmed up. And then to stop, it'll be like, nope. Toby, and it's Anne, you say, you want to finish them all this year? Well, you know what? Set the bar high. If you finish at least 1, 2, 3, whatever you finish, it's success because it's just, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
Brenda,
even if
wow,
you
that is cool, girl. My
Yeah.
2, I didn't like it at all. Yeah. Yeah?
I mean,
What did you say, Linda?
To our Anne, if even if she just finishes 2, it's a success, you know.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I always say, you know, I have a lot of whips, guys. You all know that is the way I work. I've got 13 whips at the moment. When I finish these, I'll only have 12. But and that doesn't stress me out. Other people it stresses out. Or June,
Other people.
it stresses people out. But for me, it's what keeps me motivated. And I don't stress over it. I don't, I need to do this and no, I just go with the flow. And I think, right, I'm working on you, and you today. Or no, I don't fancy working on you today. I'll work on that one today. And because I've got the choice of what I want to work on, I never work on the same things every day.
All right.
I have 2 projects.
All right.
I always have instant gratification and a long term. My problem recently, not recently, but is my problem is the throbbing in my head with the migraine, and I like fancy stitches.
That's good,
but with the throbbing, sometimes you need to count. Things need to be in the right place. If it not get all wonky. And I get so frustrated when I can't do something right that I keep sticking to something very simple. And I do want to go back to knitting, but not until I conquer a stitch called the bullion stitch. The bullion. I wanted to conquer that thing so bad. And then I can say, yes, I did it all, because
Oh,
I
wow.
was watching somebody yesterday showing a beautiful shawl, and the person said, "Oh, but this thing eats yarn." And I said, "What is the yarn for?" I was thinking, why why you complain that to eat the yarn? I mean, if you're selling and you want to make a profit, sure. But if you're making something for the fun of it, I think some stitches use more yarn, but that's the beauty of it. That stitch use the yarn and it looks in a certain way. But yeah, I know that I already chose a shawl that looks like the virus shawl, but is with the bullion stitch. And once I conquer that, I'll go back to knitting. And then I'm gonna say like the lady from that movie, the poltergeist. My job here is done, and walk away and go back to where I belong. That is knitting,
My job here is
So
done.
yeah, then maybe one day I'll try Tunisian or something else, or hair lace crochet, but just the crochet. I always, and I'm not sure if I did all the stitches, but bullion stitch is it for me. When I get that thing under control and I can make that, I will be the happiest person. And I'm gonna say I can go back to knitting, and then I'm gonna try to get to my enemy in knitting, because there are two stitches that I cannot do it.
What's that?
I do not know the name in English. Knitting I learned in Portuguese, and crochet I learned in English. I will get the stitch and then send it to you.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Yes, I do have ADHD, Roberta. I do actually have adult ADHD. Yeah.
Too.
Oh, wow.
I got it after I got it. It's funny because I developed after my first stroke. But the thing is, I didn't talk to this friend for 8 years, just text. And then she called me and she says, "Oh my, you were not joking. You can't keep up with you just go everywhere." And then I was like, "I'm so glad that you told," it's kind of weird. I was so glad that she said how I am today compared to before.
Yes.
I thought, was I always like this crazy, or not crazy? I'm saying like scattered everywhere. And she said, "No, before you were very focused. When I worked and everything, you were very focused, and the conversation was cohesive."
I mean, my mom is like that, and she's literally like Granny D explains it. When you talk about something and the squirrel goes by, and then you talk about that, and then something else goes by, and you talk about that. So to keep up with my mom is sometimes difficult for me, but because I'm not like that, I focus on her, I look at her, I listen. But then sometimes I'm like, are we still on this subject? Because it doesn't sound like the last 3 sentences matches the story I was listening to. So, Katrina, I agree. So many crafts.
My mum used to be like that. Go to see me mum, and she'd start on one side.
Bye-bye, Brenda.
And then...
Thank you for spending time with us.
Bye, Brenda.
She says, I must go and take my youngest to school. It has been enjoyable listening to all of you while getting ready for work. Oh, I hope you have a fantastic day at work, my sweetheart. I always thought my would go away as I got older. At 75, it's only gotten worse. Oh, wow. Wow, my sweetie. Trudy.
It's kind of weird to hear that Linda has ADHD, because
you can talk a mile a minute.
I think you're so focused. I hear Linda, and to me, she's so focused and so, and I was like, wow, I need to work like Linda. So it's kind of like But
That's
of
where
course,
the hashtag doing a Linda came from, isn't it?
Yes. Neuro spicy brains. ADHD enjoys so much and one's mouth can only speak so fast. That is, it's terrible. You've only got one mouth. You've got so many subjects in your mind, and they can't all get out at the
My mum
same
used
time.
to be like that. I'd go and see her, and she'd start on one subject, and by the end of it, she covered 5 topics, and you're like, in the end, I just used to agree with her or disagree, because I just couldn't keep up with her.
I started with pineapple, go to orange, then the strawberries, and then it's like bananas, and then it's kind of hard because it's like talking to me is like having different clusters in the same conversation. Yeah. So you have to be able to.
It's like talking to a fruit salad.
Yeah, exactly. And so we were talking about bananas. Is this for bananas? No, we have strawberries right now, Ursula. Keep up.
You think, right, okay, I've got banana, apple, and a strawberry. I can cope with that. And then you put your spoon in and you think, oh my God, what the heck's that? Grape, orange, and a pear? Where's the topic? Bye,
I can't keep up. Definitely.
I'm not sure, but Ursula keeps up pretty good, you know. I think she's very patient. She keeps up, and then once in a while she goes, I got lost. I like when she get lost. She goes, she doesn't say, what are we talking about? But she says, okay, the last thing was this, and then now we're here. Where are we going? Ursula is awesome. If I love the way she, and I'm not sure. Ursula calms my mind.
Yes, or sometimes I say to Jane, just pause there.
Yes.
Take a break. Just think. Sit.
It's kind of like she's.
It is good. Fruit salad is good.
It's kind of like she's seen the train derailing before it derailed, so she goes.
Yes,
pause.
I can say to Jane, pause. Yes, but the thing is, at least she knows that I'm listening, even though I'm a good listener. I can say that of myself, and I think people who know me can say that, because I can sit still and focus and listen to you, and that shows I'm listening, because I'm like, we're not on the same subject, and I'm listening, so it's not like I'm not listening. Yes. Oh my goodness. Listen, we're going to be heading out of here. It's time up nearly. I'm so glad I could have this live today, even though it started a little bit late, and even though it's a bit pixelated. And anybody who's watching and you've watching the replay and you've made it this far, hats off to you. Thank you so much. Let me see. So let me see. She says, I do love good fruit salad, Roberta, says Cindy. And so is grape juice, Roberta. Nothing against the good Lord. A glass of Cabernet. Oh, it was all good. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna play out with this song of how do we call it? Oh my goodness. Shout out to the Square Squad.
God,
thank you, Jane. Thank you, Linda. Wave your waves, ladies. Oh, thank you for coming up.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen.